وناس تلبر ومتابعينه طريق المؤتمرات بالطايف امطار 18/4/1445.
لا أحد يطلع. هذه كورلة تكسرت وهذه المازة تكسرت.
Torrential rains, howling winds, and hailstorms like ice bombs have inundated the eastern region of Saudi Arabia, leaving widespread destruction and chaos in their wake. The deluge came suddenly, turning roadways into rivers and stranding residents in a watery nightmare. As storm clouds burst open, unleashing their full fury, the kingdom faces one of its worst natural disasters in recent memory. The source of the devastating floods is the northern Al-Baha mountains, where heavy rains have sent torrents of water cascading down into the cities below.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. صار غزير الآن عسير كبير.
The rains arrived Thursday morning and continue unabated into Friday. Videos circulating on social media depict surreal scenes of cars floating down flooded city streets in the eastern province of Dammam. Shop windows have been shattered by large hailstones falling at high speeds, and tents and valleys are overflowing with rushing waters. In one startling video, rainwater completely submerges vehicles on a roadway in Dammam. Trapped drivers can only watch helplessly as their cars become encased by rising floodwaters. The relentless downpour has led to significant traffic delays, leaving many civilians stranded. Underpasses and tunnels, including the vital King Fahd Road tunnel, have been inundated, paralyzing transportation arteries in Dammam and the entire eastern region. The flooded roads and tunnels have essentially cut off access to some areas. This has led to a massive mobilization effort by Saudi authorities, who have deployed trucks to pump water from tunnels and rescue trapped residents. However, the scale of the damage is hampering response efforts. Officials are working around the clock, but face severe challenges in reopening roads and restoring access. According to the King Fahd Airport weather station, a staggering 60 mm of rain has fallen in the Dammam area. The National Center for Meteorology is warning more storms are still expected, likely bringing further torrential rains, high winds, and hail. A number of other areas in the kingdom also face thunderstorm risks. So how did this happen? What were the ingredients that came together to produce such a cataclysmic event? First, an upper-level low-pressure system parked itself over Saudi Arabia and supplied lift and instability in the atmosphere. Meanwhile, very humid air surged northward from the Arabian Sea. The combination of the upper-low, high humidity and daytime heating led to rapid destabilization of the atmosphere and the eruption of thunderstorms over Saudi Arabia's northern mountains. As the air flowed downhill into the valleys, it accelerated rapidly. This quickly turned simple thunderstorms into raging torrents of rain in a process known as orographic enhancement. The mountains wrung out astounding amounts of precipitation, up to 3-4 inches in just 12 hours in some areas. Dammam was especially hard hit due to its vulnerable geography. The city lies in a low-lying coastal area, essentially a basin, which readily fills with water when intense rains arrive suddenly. Drainage systems and absorptive capacity were overcome by the extreme precipitation rates. Looking deeper, there may also be a climate change connection. Some research suggests rainfall events in Saudi Arabia are becoming more intense as ocean waters warm. This provides more moisture to fuel storms. Dammam has already witnessed an increase in torrential 24-hour rain events over the past 30 years. Climate models project this trend to continue as global temperatures rise. Turning our eyes to the present situation, emergency management efforts are still ongoing to rescue stranded motorists and reopen flooded roads. But the danger has not fully passed. Officials are urging continued caution as unstable weather persists. Citizens are advised to avoid floodwaters, watch for downed power lines, and stay indoors if possible. Multiple government agencies are coordinating response activities. The early damage estimates are sobering. Dozens of vehicles submerged or stalled in floodwaters, landslides damaging homes and properties, widespread disruptions to transportation and infrastructure. The heavy rains and hail also inflicted damage on various businesses and shattered glass windows. Recovery and repair efforts will likely take weeks or months and cost millions. Yet even in crisis, there are glimmers of hope. Stories are emerging of good Samaritans helping others in need during the storm's fury. Strangers helping push flooded vehicles, emergency personnel working tirelessly to rescue the stranded government agencies providing emergency shelter. These are the rays of light amid the darkness. The calamity also highlighted the resourcefulness and resolve of the Saudi people. Video showed residents using canoes and small rafts to navigate flooded streets and assist victims. The courage on display in the face of nature's wrath was inspiring. But the flood's devastation underscores the constant need for vigilance and preparedness. Extreme weather events will likely become more common as the climate shifts globally. The tragedy should serve as a wake-up call for Saudi leaders to better prepare its infrastructure, emergency response, and storm warning systems. Improved drainage, smarter urban planning, advanced radar technology, broadcast text alerts. These are wise investments for the kingdom's future safety and resilience. In the end, the flood's lasting legacy may be how it draws the region closer together. Citizens have united to confront the disaster with solidarity and compassion.